Welcome to the podcast Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook, where we will discuss the latest and most relevant business strategies to help you do one thing extremely well: sell more homes. We'll discuss everything from business planning to lead generation and conversion to past client customer service and everything in between. Join us for authentic conversations and nuts and bolts takeaways you can implement into your business today. And now, Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook.
Welcome back. We are here for another episode of Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook. As always, we have my favorite agent, your favorite agent, Kelly Cook in the building.
Oh man, without further ado, holy cow, that's a heck of a intro, Elizabeth. Glad to be on this podcast with you today, and we're gonna break it down, right? This market is nuts.
Oh yeah, I think that we've all, we might even be tired of hearing how, well, and you're tired of dealing in it, right? Of all these agents, you guys are probably really, really tired of this market right now. Even though if you're making money, you're making good money. But if you're not, it's cutthroat out there. And that's kind of what we want to talk about today. There have been a couple articles that have come out on, national news sources recently that are kind of highlighting this, this strange market we're in right now, this crazy phenomenon that has been fueled partly by the pandemic, partly just kind of building up to this, I think. But according to an article that came out by New York Times a couple weeks ago, in 2015, there were 1,250,000 homes for sale on the market about this time of the year. And now we're sitting at 468,000 homes in the entire U.S. that are for sale right now.
For sale, which, by the way, dwarfs the number of active real estate agents in America.
Yes, that was another article too about how there are more licensed, active real estate agents than there are homes for sale by a lot. Like not even a little bit, but a lot. A lot. So we kind of wanted to dive into that today, kind of, break that down. What does that really mean? That means that it's rough out there.
It's rough out there. It really is. And you're looking at what is that right now in today's market? You're looking at one house to be sold per every 4 real estate agents, right? Think about that. So again, we talk about the 80-20 principle all the time, the Pareto principle, right? That you get 80% of your results from 20% of your activities. Well, I would say that a slight modification of that rule in real estate would be that the 95-5 rule we'll talk about, I would argue that about 5% of all real estate agents, at least in the Phoenix area, do about 95% of the business, right? And so we did this podcast previously about how to get your offer best accepted and positioned when you have multiple competing offers, because that's what it comes down to. How do you actually get the results? See, our value proposition has changed, right? It went from 20 years ago to, hey, I'll help you find the house, and before, to hey, I'll help you navigate the waters of online search and things of that nature. And now you kind of have some data, but I'll complement that data. To a lot of the data, if not most of it, not all of it, most of it is out there for the consumer to look at. So now in this market is, how do I help you get the property? It's not, you can see the property. You'll find the property, one that you like, look at the photos. Mm-hmm. Now I want to make an offer. Okay. So on the buyer side, how do you help me get that property, right? And we did a whole series on that, which is great because this is what's very viable in the market today, right?
So needed.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many things you can do. So, but in this situation, we're talking about, given the state of the housing market, is this a good time to get into real estate? Well, I would argue that it all is what you make of it. The statistics would say no. However, everyone's different, right? Not everyone's the same. If you have a insane amount of motivation, right? Personal motivation, anytime's a good time. Anytime's a good time. Now, here's the whole conundrum here is that in Arizona, we just heard the stats, over 500 new licensees are being licensed per month in just the Phoenix area alone, right? Per month, right? That's insane because everyone's hearing the rumors, right? Or the narrative that, hey, the market's so hot right now, it's so easy. And by the way, when that happens, price points go up. And so when you do close a deal, checks can get a little bigger. Mm-hmm. Great. Now go get that deal. That's the hard part right now, right? That's the hard part now. I mean, I mean, we all have stories of multiple offers, and I mean, right now, homes are going for $100,000 over asking in the $500,000 to $600,000 price range. That's 20% more than the asking price, right? It's crazy what's going on right now. But you got people from California coming over to Arizona, and you got people from California going to other states too, primarily, right? And California isn't the only, California is not the only, violator here, if you will, right? Or the problem. You got people living in Seattle and all these West Coast coastal towns, East Coast, West Coast, that, primarily have high real estate values. Therefore, they sell their house, and holy cow, whatever it was equal to my house in Texas, Arizona, Idaho, Nevada, Florida, even Florida, right, is cheap compared to what I paid for in New York, New Jersey, California, Seattle, Portland, etc. So I don't care if there's only 4 homes in the entire zip code for sale, and I don't care if it's $600,000. I'll pay 7, and by the way, I'm cash, right? Beat that. I will 750. That's fine. What do I got to do, right? Now, that buyer is gold in this market, right? So hopefully some of y'all have some of those buyers, but even then they don't always win because the agent doesn't know how to position the offer correctly, right? So, I would just say that if you are getting in right now, if you're newer, you need a support system. You do. This is not, you don't have to join a team necessarily, right? I think the teams are the best if they're structured correctly, right? For training, mentoring, coaching, accountability, etc. But you have to have a support staff, a one-off mentor, a one-off coach, a peer that you have accountability phone calls with, but something, guys, because this is tough right now. It is very tough. And at least in Arizona, it's not slowing down, right? And the crazy thing about the cycle of the housing market in Arizona specifically, guys, is it's been proven that in all the different cycles, from the time that the market starts to plateau, okay, it is on average about 9 months before it returns to balance. Not go down 20%, returns the balance, right? Supply and demand are equal. So I can tell you now in Arizona, it's not even started to plateau yet, right?
So you got a couple more years to ride it.
I mean, we're talking end of 2021 before really the quote unquote normal market even comes close to coming back, right? In Arizona at this pace, knowing the data, right? So, and there's other certain markets that will probably continue to run like this, like Austin and Boise, Idaho, and Las Vegas, these places like that where everyone's going to. So it's great if you're a home seller. And now, how do you get those listings?
It's great if you're a home seller, unless you are also looking to buy. then you're in kind of a bad situation there too, or a difficult situation there too, unless you are moving to maybe one of those smaller, come to Omaha, Nebraska. Well, no, it's crazy in Omaha, Nebraska here too. So don't get me wrong there.
It's crazy everywhere. Yeah. But if you're going to a mid-major market, if you will, right? Like Omaha or Kansas City or I don't know, Colorado Springs. I mean, that might be a little crazy too, but everyone's crazy. But the average price point is a lot less to say than where you're selling. Then boy, you can do really well right now in this market, right? You really well. We have several people right now that are never one to sell, and frankly, they don't even know where they're going to go. But the house on the market, we're getting record prices for them right now. They're extremely happy. They're going to cash out, and then they're just going to figure it out. They have to go to a little apartment for a few months, and then find some, rental house, or
it's worth it to them.
Because they just created several $100,000, really out of air, so to speak, right? And it could run a little bit here, but let's be clear: to return the balance doesn't mean the market's going up. Maybe for a little while it will, but at a slower pace, right? Until finally kind of just starts to fizzle and plateau. So, you never know you're at the top until you're past the top, right? So a lot of people are saying, this is good right now, I'm going to go and take advantage of it. Could it get a little better? Possibly, but I don't want to miss it, right? Because once you're on the back side of that, it's a lot more difficult, right? Your homes don't sell as fast. And when that could be, who knows? Every state will be different. I think Arizona probably the one that lasts a little longer than the most, because we just have that quote unquote California effect and Seattle effect right now. So people are leaving. And California had the first negative population growth in 121 years, the year 1900, right? So we shall see this. The COVID just really changed up a lot of population migration patterns, right? And so some states are benefiting, some are not. And the agents in those, I will tell you this, Elizabeth, 3 months ago, was about like perfect kind of market you could want, right? Because things are flying off the shelf. It's busy, but you weren't getting 7 offers on every single property.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've gone past that, and now that's where we are. And so now it's like, honestly, is too good a phrase? Can I use that? Too good? It's too good.
I think
like,
so.
It's not.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's too good. It's not good, right? Because now you can't even get your buyer the house, right? Or you have to struggle really, or it's very, very difficult to get that house.
You have to pull out some more tricks, which you can learn about in our previous series that we did. So go back and listen to that. But yeah, to kind of bring this all together, I think that, kind of the name of the game here, the name of the podcast is going to be like, should you get into real estate right now? Right? Because yes, things are great if you're doing, if you can, or if you have a support system, things are going great. But like Kelly said, we're at that point where it's difficult even for, seasoned agents right now to be, for a buyer's agent to be getting your buyers the house that they want, or to find listings, in this market right now. Right. And especially when you've got, 1,099,900 other people that are all competing for those same listings. So stay tuned next week. We're going to dive a little bit more into how you can actually generate listings in this kind of market. Yep. So be sure to listen next week. But I also agree with Kelly when he said that, it's important. You don't have to be on a team. That's not the only way to succeed. But I would say that if you're a brand new agent starting out in this market right now, having a team support system is going to be really, really helpful to you just to kind of, find some of those leads. So Kelly, if anybody, is trying to build their team and, take on some of these people that are brand new licensees that are really going to need that help, where can they go to learn how to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. We have a website, guys, buildyourrealestateteam.com, buildyourrealestateteam.com. Go there, put your information in, and right away, we'll get a paper out to you, white paper, right, that has those modules, the building blocks. Start with the cornerstone, right? And then build up on that foundation. And that's the proper way to scale a team. Learn from other people's mistakes, right? Definitely learn from other people's mistakes. And if you're looking to join a team and you're in the Arizona area, you can reach us at 480-227-2028. You can call or text, right? Or email at info@kellycookhomes.com. And if you're out of the Phoenix, Arizona area, shoot, we have a lot of good teams in I'm in a couple of different national masterminds. So I can maybe even help you find a good team in your local market.
Wonderful. So hit Kelly up if you have, any interest in that. Otherwise, smash that like button, leave us a comment, let us know what other topics you'd like to hear about, and we will see you guys next time for how to get listings in this market.
All right. See you guys. Peace.
Bye, Kelly.
Welcome to the podcast Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook, where we will discuss the latest and most relevant business strategies to help you do one thing extremely well: sell more homes. We'll discuss everything from business planning to lead generation and conversion to past client customer service and everything in between. Join us for authentic conversations and nuts and bolts takeaways you can implement into your business today. And now, Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook.